What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a good old look at a whole bunch of cool stuff that is coming for the Pokemon trading card game. This stuff is all awesome, and frankly, you should all be a little bit jealous. This is not going to be the easiest stuff to get hold of, but I believe in you, ladies and gentlemen. I believe in you. And I want to start off with this, because of all the things that are going to make you jealous, this might be the thing that makes you the most jealous. Look at this playmat. And look, now, I like to think there is a Philip K. Dick reference going on here about androids dreaming of electric sheep. Probably not. This is probably a real Pikachu, not an android Pikachu. But a man can dream, ladies and gentlemen, of electric sheep. But it's a beautiful playmat. It's Pikachu sleeping on a cloud in various sleeping guises, although one's kind of sleepwalking and one appears to have woken up with a lovely cup of coffee. And we've got some electric sheep just kind of jumping around, and it's wonderful. Now, this is being sold at the Pokemon Winter Festa event over in Korea, and it is selling for 20,000 won, which I know it always sounds like a lot of money when we use, those kind of currencies, and, 20,000 sounds very high. It's really not that high, ladies and gentlemen. 20,000 won, we're talking somewhere in the region of like $15.50. You can round it up to $16 if you want to, but it's really not a huge amount. It's quite reasonable. Of course, to get it, you have to go to Korea and go to the Pokemon Winter Festa event. But do remember, there is a Korean Pokemon Center from which you can order. I'll link it in the description. And also remember, you can use Shippen and the code PTCGRadio15. So if you want to order from Korea, you can do so through Shippen, and you don't have to worry about the whole ordering from Korea. They'll do it for you. But wait, that's not the only ridiculous playmat which is being sold at the Winterfest over in Korea. There's also this one, Pokemon in a Dream. And incidentally, right, the Pikachu one a minute ago was lovely. Big fan. I like it. Compared to this, nothing, mate. Nothing. This is the one, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, firstly, it's got Snorlax, and who doesn't love Snorlax? Secondly, it's got Jigglypuff. They've gone for the sleepy Pokemon. I have one complaint. In what world are we looking at the sleepy Pokemon and we've got Lapras, but we don't have Kamala? Redraw this playmat with Kamala, please, and then it will be perfect. But it's kind of cool. We got Lapras, who everybody loves. We got Cleffa, Star Pokemon. There's probably something to do with sleep in there at some point. It's beautiful. These two playmats are awesome, but like I've said, they are being given out they're being sold at Winterfest over in Korea. Not going to be the easiest ones to get your hands on, I'm sorry. But you know what? I do think it might be worth it. These are amongst the coolest playmats we've ever seen. But what about something a little bit closer to home? Nah, sorry, not yet. How about this, though? This is Hong Kong and Taiwan. And these are sleeves that are going to be given out, at the Asia Championship Series. And they're honestly kind of amazing. And what I love here is they've actually basically gone, what's good now? Also, check out the fairy energy symbol. Does that mean fairy's coming back? No! No, it doesn't. But there's going to be some people that look at this and think it is. Energy symbols turn up on Korean products sometimes, and Japanese products sometimes, and products all around different Asian countries. And I'm telling you now, it never means fairy Pokemon are coming back. And I know every time it happens, somebody wants to make a video or a long Twitter post explaining how, I know it wasn't last time, but this time I really think it's saying fairy Pokemon are coming back. No! Fairy Pokemon are not coming back. Okay, I don't actually know that. They might be coming back. There might be a set that's already been designed over at Creatures that are bringing fairy Pokemon back. But I'm telling you that this set of sleeves from Hong Kong is not telling us that fairy Pokemon are coming back. There we go. Now, what we got here is Pikachu and Chien-Pao and Gardevoir. And it's kind of cool, right? Because Chien-Pao is a very, 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 very good deck right now. Now, I know it's not a tier 1 deck which is winning every tournament. I do understand this. I've casted tournaments this year. I cover this game for a living. I am very aware of what's good right now and what's not. And I know that Chien-Pao is not exactly a top tier deck, but I also know that it is absolutely a viable deck which is being played and seeing a bunch of success around with Baxcalibur. It is a good Pokemon to choose. And honestly, in terms of the Treasures of Ruin, that quartet of Pokemon, this is clearly the best one in the TCG right now. Now, Gardevoir is also a very good deck. Gardevoir is not winning at the moment. Now, I know Gardevoir is a great deck. You know Gardevoir is a great deck. I'm not saying Gardevoir is not a great deck. I absolutely am saying that the past couple of tournaments Gardevoir has not been representing. Like, if you look at the Stuttgart Regional Championships, the highest Gardevoir was Brian DeVries in 15th. If we have a look at San Antonio, the highest Gardevoir was Evan Lubley in 17th. So it's clearly a decent card, and yes, it is outperforming Chien-Pao at the moment. But let's not pretend that Gardevoir is some kind of like massive card that is at the top 8 of every regionals. It's not top 8ing at the moment. It's making a bunch of day 2s and flaming out. That's what's happening right now. Still cool though, and that's why it ends up on the sleeves. As for Pikachu, no, Pikachu's not good right now. Sorry, Pikachu is not good. But also, and I do think this is a fair counter argument, Pikachu is Pikachu. And that's kind of all you need to know. There isn't a good Pikachu right now. Yes, there is a Pikachu EX, came around in Paldea Evolved. No, it's not good. Doesn't matter, honestly. Because Pikachu is going to Pikachu. Pikachu is going to find its way onto all of this merch. That's the kind of thing that Pikachu does. Like it or lump it. That's up to you, ladies and gentlemen. That's up to you. So these sleeves are available. These sleeves are cool. But let's move on. Let's move to another country. In fact, let's go back to Korea, because the Korean League is happening and cool stuff is happening. We got a bunch of stuff which is being made available, including, and I'm sorry, I love this participation necklace, or lanyard as we might say. Legit love it. As a man who's been to many, 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 many Pokemon events, and in the old days we never got lanyards just for turning up. I know now a lot of events do, but I've got a nice collection of lanyards from casting and staffing events. I would love to add this one to my collection. It's beautiful. Here, I mean, look, Charizard, great Pokemon. Seeing a bunch of play, the one from Obsidian Flames. Now, that is a legit top tier deck. Just won San Antonio Regionals. So Charizard is like legit top tier. Yay! Lugia really isn't. I mean, technically, Lugia is still a deck. The one from Silver Tempest is still out there. There are still people playing it. Lugia is not good right now. Sorry. You get the necklace for turning up. You also get yourself a promo Gimmighoul for turning up, which is kind of amazing. It's just a Gimmighoul. It's not new. It's just Gimmighoul. Like, it's literally the one from Paradox Rift, but, you know, in Korean with a stamp on it. There's nothing particularly new or impressive, but it's got a stamp. And if you've been watching this video, you know, this channel for any length of time, you will know I am a sucker for a stamped card. Yes, I want this card. I would love this card. I want it with the stamp. There are then deck sleeves, which are just Korean League logo with all of the symbols around. Yes, they do feature Fairy Energy. No, this does not mean Fairy Energy's coming back. Now, what's kind of cool here, just to go on a little bit of a tangent, one of the prizes for the winner here is 2 tickets to Universal Studios Japan. Now, I don't think it comes with travel, but part of the top prize here is 2 tickets to Universal Studios Japan. That's weird, right? I don't know. You also do get a playmat for becoming the champion with the same artwork as your lanyard. It's obviously beautiful. There is a runner-up playmat, and there is a top 4 playmat, and there is a top 8 playmat, and there is a top 16 playmat. Yeah, there's a lot, ladies and gentlemen. There is a lot. There are also trophy cards. There's a champion, a runner-up, and a top 4. They're cards we've seen before. They're not particularly new, but they're awesome. I would love that finalist card with a Fuecoco on. I will never own it. It just looks kind of cool. And then there are some other prizes available like sleeves and a deck box, featuring again the artwork from the tournament, and an original ready bag, as Google Translate tells us, which I'm pretty sure is a little dice box. I could be wrong about that one. It's kind of cool nonetheless. They've clearly commissioned this wonderful artwork of Lugia, Charizard, and Pikachu, and they're whacking it on everything, and I don't blame them, honestly. This seems like a sensible way of doing things. So yeah, this is awesome. If you can get yourself 2 Korean League, it starts on the 30th, do it, because this looks fun. Do I have any Pokemon fans over in Korea who are going to these things and joining in? I would love to know if I do. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about all of this. I want to know how jealous you are. I want to know what you're jealous of. I want to know anything you want to tell me. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at Lawasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. Oh, and please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, and of course get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Uber MX, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.